Yo, what is up, guys? This Pedro here. So today we got some huge news. So the Redskins officially announced that they are changing the team name, and also the Redskins did hire former Panthers pro scout Don Warren as an assistant director of pro personnel. So if you guys are new, subscribe for Redskins and NFL content. So let's get into it. So first we're going to talk about the team name change, but then we're going to talk about Don Warren, and there's something very, very important at the end regarding Alex Santos, who we did fire yesterday. You guys are really going to want to stick around to the end for that. So let's get started with the press release the statement that the Redskins made about changing the name. So they said, statement from the Washington Redskins football team. They said on July 3rd, we announced the commencement of a thorough review of the team's name. That review has begun. As part of this process, we want to keep our sponsors, fans, and community apprised of our thinking as we go forward. Today, we are announcing that we will be retiring the Redskins name and logo upon completion of this review. Dan Snyder and Coach Rivera are working closely to develop a new name and design approach that will enhance the standing of our proud, tradition-rich franchise and inspire sponsors, fans, and community for the next 100 years. So a pretty generic statement, nothing really special there. I'm also going to be talking about when I think the name change will happen and what will the new name be. But the only important thing that I see here is that Dan Snyder and Coach Rivera are working closely, and it just shows how much really power Ron Rivera has had with the Redskins since he's gotten here. He hasn't even coached a single practice or a game, and he's already been involved in so many decisions involving this team and the future of this franchise. And some people think that he should be involved in this kind of stuff, and some people think he shouldn't. But what I think is that we need to hire a team president, because we shouldn't have our coach acting as team president, at least not for now, until he actually proves that he is a very good coach for us, and I think he will be, but especially in his first year, I don't think he should be uh, having these duties, especially when he needs to focus on coaching a football team, because he shouldn't have all this on him. That's just my opinion, but let me know what you guys think. But yeah, I think the name change is going to happen soon, guys. It should happen in the next week. A couple of reporters are saying that it could happen today, but a couple are saying that it will happen in the next few days/week. This is what was reported yesterday by Redskins Today. He said more. The Redskins' new name won't be announced immediately because of trademark issues that are pending. So, yeah, there's a lot of trademark issues, and who knows? That trademark issue could be for the Warriors. I don't think it's because of the Red Tails, but who knows? Or it could be because of the Red Wolves. We have no idea, and there's so many trademark debates on Twitter right now about what's gonna happen. But it's gonna be crazy to see in the next few days what does happen, and I do think it's gonna get announced in the next couple of days. And I want to get this over with. Please just announce the name. And now we're gonna be talking about the Redskins hiring former Panthers pro scout Don Warren. So, like I said, former Panthers pro scout Don Warren is joining Washington as an assistant director of pro personnel, former player for the team for 14 years. So there's history already with them. So it's not just us. It's not just us signing a former Panthers guy. This guy does have a link with the Washington Redskins. He played for us for a long time, and he also, I do believe, was a scout for our team from 2005 to 2010, I do believe. I'm going to read this right here. So, I'll give you guys some more background information. Warren was a scout for the Redskins from 2005 to 2010 before joining the Carolina Panthers organization, where he worked there until a recent shakeup in the personnel department of the Carolina franchise. So that happened once they hired Matt Rule as their new head coach. As a player, Warren spent his entire 14 playing career as a tight end with the Redskins, where he was a member of the Hogs and a three-time Super Bowl champion. Clyde Powers is another former Panther scout who also didn't return to Carolina, something to keep an eye on as Ron Rivera continues to reshape the front office. So yeah, he was a former scout for the Redskins from 2005 to 2010, which is good. He's familiar with some of the people who are in the organization, but not many, since a lot of them have let go or have left. but he also played for us for 14 years, which is really good to get a former player on the staff again or on in the front office. I do like that. And yeah, he was a scout for the Panthers, did okay there, and we'll see what he does in Washington. And yeah, I don't think it's anything that was any big news, but we'll see if we hire anyone else. But the bigger news, in my opinion, is the firing of Alex Santos and Richard Mann II, because first of all, Alex Santos has been with the Washington Redskins for a very long time, and him getting fired is that's one thing, but him getting fired at this point, where we are right now, is kind of weird. Usually, they get fired at least after the season or sometime else. Not now. It's just really weird, and I do think that he did something uh off the field issues or something. This is what Chick Hernandez said. Redskins fired Alex Santos, the director of pro personnel, and Richard Mann II, the assistant director of pro personnel, Saturday. Team sources tell me Santos' departure is non-football related, but would not elaborate. And a lot of people, JP Finley said there's going to be some really bad Redskins news this week, not having anything to do with the name change. So I think that could be it. Something to do with Alex Santos, something off the field, or maybe some cheating scandal or something. I think that's what it has to do with. Another source said the same thing. The Redskins' bad news that JP Finley, John Keim, and others were talking about has to do with Alex Santos. So we'll see if that is true, and hopefully it is not nothing. It's not anything terrible. I hope it's something minor and it has no effect on the team, because if we somehow lose a draft pick because of something that he did in the front office or anything, I would be really upset. But the beat reporters know something that we don't, and it'll get uncovered this week, I do believe. But yeah, that firing of Alex Santos and the other guy, Richard Mann, is the timing was definitely odd. So yeah. Now on to what name I think is gonna happen. It's still tough. Red Wolves is still gaining traction, but I do believe Dan Snyder has picked a name. I think that was reported in the last day and the last week. I think he's picked a name. It's all down to the trademark issue. So we'll see when it gets named. My gut feeling is Warriors and then Red Tails, but I'm hoping. There's a small part of me that's saying that it might be Red Wolves. I do hope it is. It's gaining a lot of traction with former players and current players, and we'll see what happens, man. I think it's definitely a possibility. There's no So this is a trademark debate I was talking about. So there's two different names. You could say Red Wolves with the space in it, or just Red Wolves. So it would be two different trademarks. And Arkansas, I think they are Red Wolves with the space in it. So I think we could be this right here with Red Wolves without a space, without having any trademark issues. Let me know what you guys think. But like I said, Red Wolves is my favorite, and some people say it's corny. Well, you can really make any name corny. If there's so many NFL names, if you're gonna call Red Wolves corny, the Dolphins are corny, the Bears are corny, the Bengals, any animal team name is pretty corny if you're gonna call the Red Wolves corny. Let me know what you guys think. The biggest news, though, we pretty much already knew that this was gonna happen, that they were going to uh, retire the team name. That's not really big news. The big news is going to be when they do announce the team name, which should happen soon. But the bigger news that we were talking about, Alex Santos being fired and hiring Don Warren as an assistant director of pro personnel. And no one, I guess, is the director of pro personnel, I guess, right now, if Don Warren is the assistant. So they might still hire someone. Also, guys, I have a question for you. If you guys do have any suggestions, comment down below. But I did order a Chase Young jersey right before or right after we drafted him. And now we're most likely going to get new uniforms. So I have a question for you guys. Do you guys think I should keep this current Chase Young jersey with the current Redskins uniform, or should I return it and try to get the new Redskins uniform? What do you guys think? Either way is fine for me. I think the Chase Young current Redskins jersey will be worth a lot more in the future, but I do kind of want the future uniform. We'll see how nice it looks or ugly. Again, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to keep you guys updated with anything that happens. Stay tuned for the next couple days. If a name change does happen in the next couple days, we'll see. And it's all because of trademark issues. That's why it's not happening today. Peace.